Curb Street. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he is hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions brings up a 3rd and 10 on the opening drive here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks like he's going to run it. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Cavazos. Tackled, but first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Offense moving to a bunch formation. The linebacker shifting around now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun handoff here. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the runner takes off to his right. Breaks loose at the 45. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 10. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. That's a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. The quarterback doing it with his legs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. Looking to build on this lead on this possession, and has settled for 3 last time out. Pressure is coming. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back in motion now. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Here's the target, and it's complete. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on third down. Got him, he's sacked. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Grab down the middle. It's Cavazos.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running back grabs it on the screen, and they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Jacksonville State, 13.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete in 2nd down now. Keeping it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense came out ready to go on that 2nd down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Takes the handoff. It's Brown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. We bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's an important first down on that running play. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Cavazos. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. 1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Cavazos. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they go in front here in the second half.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On third down, it's a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got it, enough for a first down. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They jump in front here in the fourth.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. Back to throw again. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. A gain makes it second and medium. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down and 10. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And now the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incompletion makes it second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Forced down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Point after, not quite through. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of